sound speed.
Speeding.
Cameras, I think, is it rolling?
Yes.
Action.
It's rolling, right?
It better be.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, and we're rolling. Welcome back to Written and Directed by. I am Harrison Berger, and I have a very special guest today. My good buddy, Ray Banna.
Hi. Hi,
Yeah.
Harrison. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I was telling you I had food poisoning. Had some bad sushi.
That is so disappointing because sushi is like such a
I know.
staple in my diet now.
I love sushi. I could eat sushi every day of my life if I wanted to, and now I don't want to eat it ever again.
Are you a hand roll or like?
No, like an 8-piece, 6-piece.
See,
roll,
I'm a big fan of hand rolls.
I haven't. My sister and my dad love them, and I just haven't been able to. I don't know.
Have you you've had them?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never had them.
It's kind of like an ice cream cone, like
It looks
feel
like
to
a
it.
sushi burrito.
It is kind of like a sushi burrito. Yeah, and you just kind of there's less rice, which is good, less
It's
sugar.
healthier.
Yeah, but I mean sushi's pretty healthy.
Yeah, so
I love sushi.
my friend goes to this. My friend Justin and new roommate actually. He goes to this place that's right by our new place. It's called. I want to put it on blast. It's called Sushi Stop, and
Oh, you should stop sushi there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone's
no.
like, whenever I started telling everybody like what it's called, they're like, "Yeah, you should probably not have gone just based on the name."
Sushi Stop. It's
Yeah.
like a gas station
No,
via.
it's actually like
Like it sounds like a like a
it
7.
sounds like
Actually,
a quick like we only have sushi in plastic things and just come by and grab it.
Yeah.
But it's an actual sit down restaurant. They have like a big sushi bar, and it was packed when we went there.
Oh,
and my
God.
friend, he goes there. He's been going like once a week for the last like month, and we went on Wednesday night.
No.
And we ate. We both
This
had
Wednesday?
Yeah, this Wednesday.
Oh,
this is recent. Yeah.
This was like the other day.
Yeah.
Almost.
So
Not really, but
we went
yeah.
Wednesday night. We had the same thing, except for two. We both got two different specialty rolls. He got like we both had 2 spicy tuna rolls. I had like a baked salmon roll, and he had like a fish egg roll. And so
it was the tuna.
It had to have been.
It had to be because
we both had that.
No. No, that's so disappointing.
I know, and
No.
so we were all good, and then the next day rolls around. He goes to work, and I finish moving stuff into my apartment. He gets home at like 3 and helps me move some stuff, and we're just sitting down talking about I don't know. We were just shooting the shit, and he comes. He's just sitting down. He just leans up against the table, and he's like, "Oh, I feel nauseous," and I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "He's like, I'm gonna go take a nap." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "I'm gonna go. I guess I'll just go move stuff around in my room." All of a sudden, I hear, he like ran into the bathroom, slammed the door, and just starts throwing up for hours, just constantly, every like 20 minutes.
Oh no.
And I'm like, I just feel so bad for him. And
You're like, glad that's not me.
yeah, I'm like,
5 minutes
fuck.
later.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder what happened. And he like, I'm like, shit. I'm like, do you need anything? I'll go get you something. And this is like, now it's like 8:00 at night, and he's still like in and out of the bathroom and then sleeping.
No.
So I like went and got him like Pepto and something else.
Gatorade and all the thing,
and
bread.
I'm like, I haven't eaten, so I'm like, while I'm out, I'll go get food. And it was like really late, and the only thing that was open was Subway, so I got a sandwich. And so I ate the sandwich, and I gave him his Pepto, and I go back in my room, start cleaning. I'm like, oh, I don't feel good.
No.
And
No.
and I'm just like, now I'm feeling nauseous, and I'm like, oh fuck, I just have this nauseous feeling for like the next 4 hours, and I'm like, I can't tell whether if I'm gonna throw up or not. It's like one of those
The worst
back
feeling
and
in the
forth.
world.
Like, I'm like, fuck, if you gotta throw up, just fucking throw up. I don't want to sit here with this nauseous pit.
Oh,
And
no.
so I just decided to lay down and watch a movie. I like fell asleep at like 1, and I like pop up out of bed. I'm like, it was like, ooh, and
Like
I was holding my mouth. This is 5 a.m. Like and I don't know how I got to the bathroom in time, but I sprinted to the bathroom, flipped up the toilet, and just puked. I puked once, and then I'm like, and I went back and sat in the bed like, oh shit.
No, I'm so sorry that you.
So I don't know. I don't know. Like if I'm still feel nauseous. I'm like trying to eat food.
I would say you look pale, but you always kind of look pale.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, what do you expect? I'm pasty.
Throwing up.
I can be used as a reflector.
You can.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, I forgot my reflector.
Okay.
Can you just, yeah.
That's so funny.
Food poisoning is the worst. I had really bad food poisoning the year that I lived in LA. I worked at this after-school education company, kind of like Boys and Girls Club, kind of. The name was, I think I might have mentioned this to you. Am I allowed to talk to like do names? Like
if you want, I don't know. I don't want you to get in trouble if anyone finds it.
I mean, I don't even care about this company anymore. But regardless, though, it was named after something that sounds almost like a terrorist organization, but it wasn't. It was for kids.
Oh yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I was like, I look like this. I look serious. I'm working for a company that sounds a little sketchy. But it was working for inner city youth, which was really nice. But my coworkers were really adamant for Thanksgiving to have ceviche. Like they really I was like maybe turkey or something more like.
For Thanksgiving?
I know you can have that any day of the year, and they had ceviche, and I was like, okay, fine. And I'm not the biggest. I love sushi, but like seafood, like sushi is like one category in seafood that I'm okay with, that I'll eat.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to a lot of that like I can't deal with the fishy smell or the taste. Like it has to be good stuff. And I had the ceviche. It was pretty good. And then they have this like carton, this like whatever cup. And I pulled out and I was like, "What's this?" And they said, "Oh, it's aguachile, which is ceviche but shrimp." And the shrimp was purple. Oh. It was purple, and I was like, "There's." No
I don't eat shrimp, but that doesn't sound normal.
Oh yeah, you might. Okay, shrimp should not be purple. I'll tell you that much. The only thing that should be purple is Thanos and
Grimace.
Maybe figs sometimes. No, not shrimp. And I was like, "This is purple, very raw. Not gonna eat it." And they're like, "Come on, you have to do it." And so I tried it, and I went to San Diego to visit my cousin, and I got violently sick. Oh. I remember my body seized up into a ball right by the toilet like that. I was like
cockroach.
I felt like a cockroach. I really did, because I was like, and I like twitched, and my cousin was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm fine. You know, that was
I'm dying.
That was rough.
I think I'm dying.
That was rough. Good seafood.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. When I was in Japan, my sister took me just graduated college, right before I moved to LA, and we always talked about going to Japan. I took 3 years of it in high school. I was really into it, and then got to visit it, and we went to first of all, incredible. Yeah. Also, when I spoke Japanese, they would always like, oh, well, because I look like this. Yeah. But I have this like bun, so they kept on calling me a samurai.
Yes. Wow.
And they're like, "Oh, samurai." And I was like, what?
Suga.
No, I know.
You're like Suga.
Like, I'm excited about it. And we went to the Tsukiji fish market, the very famous, big fish market that like Euro Dreams of Sushi. We talked about that in that wonderful documentary. Big kind of documentary.
I've seen it. I think I've seen it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, any food documentary on Netflix, like Cooked is like one of my favorite. Cooked, Chef Table, any of that, I'm a fan. And we had some really great fish. And ironically enough, I'm not the biggest fan of tuna, but they said the red tuna was the best, and it really was the best thing.
I want to go so bad.
It was fun. It was funny because they mentioned don't get the salmon.
Really?
And I said why? They're like, all salmon is imported from Alaska, even in Japan.
Wow.
And I was like, I have to go to. They're like, just go back home.
That's so weird.
It's more fresh in America than it is.
Who knew?
Yeah, I had no idea. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought? Thanks, Alaska.
Yeah. Never going there.
So I want to go to Alaska so bad.
Do you?
So cool. Oh, it looks
I don't understand what the whole like. I had some coworkers that when I had work that when I had a day-to-day job that they went to they took a cruise to Alaska, and I'm like, why are you going to Alaska?
Dude, everyone and their mother have told me how amazing that cruise is to Alaska.
I don't get it. I don't know.
No, you like.
Am I missing something?
I haven't done it yet, but I know. No, it's just.
And they were just like, it was so good. I'm like, it's Alaska.
Don't knock it.
All right.
I have friends who like visit there, live there. I think it's really cool. But okay, so this usually happens to me. I'm running into people. We kind of like briefly mentioned this. I went to am I allowed to say names? Like, can I say Safeway? Am I?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I went to a grocery store.
No one's paying me for this. No one's.
Cool, you're fine.
I don't even know how many people are watching this. Or the numbers are going up, but I don't know.
So my sister and I went to this. We saw the movie recently, Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay. How was that, by the way?
Such a great modern rom-com.
Really?
And it's the first all Asian cast in like 25 years. It was so well done. Honestly, it was so well done.
Because I've heard mixed. I mean, I've heard mostly good things about it. I haven't seen it.
Whoever didn't like it is a dum-dum.
They're probably racist.
probably on all
yeah.
the cast. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Awesome. I'll have to see it.
We were on like a dim sum and boba cake. I mean, we usually
you dim some, you lose some.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll be here all week. Well, I'll be here until Tuesday.
I definitely wanted some dim sum, and so we got some dim sum and some buns and boba and the whole thing.
Awesome.
And we were like on this big kick, and it was such a great movie, and we've been watching lots of different movies. And we went to Safeway to go grab some groceries, my sister and I. And guess who I run into? I'll give you one hint. He does comedy.
Alex or Yardley?
Yeah!
I knew it. I knew exactly.
Honest to goodness, out of the blue, I looked over and I was like, Alex? He was like, Ray, whoa!
Yeah.
And I know it sounds bad because I don't know if it was Alex or his twin brother.
Yeah.
Jake?
No. Is it? Fuck.
No, it's...
Is it Jake?
Yeah,
oh.
Jake. Is that bad that we... Yeah, Jake. Yeah.
I thought... okay.
Because I'm trying to think, because I know one has a shaved head and one doesn't.
Well, for a while, they both looked identical.
Yeah, it's very...
and they both have lisps. Like slight lisps.
Yeah.
So it's very hard.
But I remember it was Alex because he introduced himself to my sister as Alex.
Yeah, okay.
So I definitely remember that.
I think how I tell the difference is that like Alex is really like they're both really extroverted, but Alex is more like friendly extroverted. You know what I mean? He's always like, hey,
very tactile as a human being.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Jake is a little
more reserved. Interesting.
That's how I usually tell them apart.
Interesting. It's
because for a while Jake had longer hair. When I first met them, Jake had like he would always like kind of slick it back, and Alex had the shorter hair. So I'm like, oh, that's how I told them apart.
But
and then they had the same exact haircut. But now I guess
that's the worst when you feel really bad. You're like, I don't know your name, but I know you.
You know what? I started thinking about twins. Not to get off the subject of seeing random people, but I was like thinking like, how many times do you think parents like when they first have twins, they like get them mixed up? You know,
I think it's difficult when
if they're identical.
Because
like, obviously fraternal. It's
easier. Yeah. Because Lindsay and Hal, my really fantastic, wonderful best friends. I've known Lindsay since we were like 15. We met at the Harry Potter club that I started in high school. So we go way back, and now they have fraternal twins, a boy and a girl. So it's like a lot harder to mix them up. They also don't really look that similar.
Yeah.
But I find that
because my uncle has fraternal twins, but they're both girls.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah.
Oh, I find the fact that babies have personalities, and that's a great way to tell them apart. Because I had no idea, but from like birth, I noticed a significant difference between their personalities.
One was smoking a cigar, the other one had a cigarette in like a little holder.
Wow. Yeah.
Bring me my bottle.
Where's my nipple, mommy?
Hey, Pops.
Yeah. Is that Baby Boss or whatever that movie was with like
with Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, as like the grown ass baby. But yeah, I find their personality starts very young. I had no idea. I thought babies were just babies. No, they have a full blown personality from day one.
Yeah,
I had
it's
no
crazy.
idea. Yeah. It is pretty nuts. You said you ran into someone. I want to know.
It's in that same circle of people, and it's funny in fact that when we went the first time we went to Alex's comedy show, there was a guy on stage.
Oh, Alex's.
Do you remember Chappelle Lacey? The tall black guy. He did like that one act where he like scared the audience.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking. I know who you're talking about.
So randomly, I was at this.
We don't even really know him.
No, we don't.
That's so.
And
because I know that Alex and Jake are moving to LA because all their friends
really?
moved there. Yeah, they're moving. I'm
actually gonna hit them up then.
And you know what, we're supposed to. I really want to go to another one of their shows.
Yeah.
So we need to work on that.
Yeah.
We're having just a side conversation.
We're having a side conversation within this big, massive conversation. We're making plans for the future.
We are making plans. Continue.
So my friend, she used to work for my parents, and she's also a comedian. Alexis, she hosts like this, or she's friends. I don't know exactly the last time. So the last show I went to, she was a part of it, but I think the previous time she was hosted it. It's called like Driveway Comedy.
Nice.
And so there's this house in the hills, and like kind of near Hollywood, and it's just like a massive house, and they had like a comedy show going on, but they were also like, it was a big party, and they had like 10 or so people come up, and Chappelle Lacey was one of the people that was there, and I was like, I'm staring at him the whole time, I'm like, how do I know you? I'm like, you're not famous because like your name doesn't really ring a bell. I'm like, your face, I can't put it. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, was he at that thing when I went to with Ray? I'm like, I'm like, it has to be.
Did you ask him about that?
So after the show, oh, by the way, Amir K was there, ironically.
Amir K.
He was at this.
I love Amir K.
So halfway through,
I saw him live in San Diego. He's great.
Yeah, I saw him live at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, he's so great. And he's so Persian, fun. Right?
Yeah.
He's Iranian.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
But he's up there doing a set, and basically he just started like laying into like the audience and like ripping on the show, because he's basically like, what the fuck am I doing here? Because it's in a backyard, and they're performing on a set of stairs. I don't know. Brian Callen was supposed to be there.
Okay.
And so I bet he was like, one of them was like, hey, I'm doing this, you should come too. Brian Callen didn't show up. And Amir K was just there, and he was kind of mad.
I'm sure he's like, I have a special.
Yeah. And this was so long ago, by the way. So,
wow.
Yeah. But anyway.
That's cool that you like bumped into someone in that like group.
Yeah. And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, like, I think I know you. Like, are you from Arizona? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you friends with Alex and Jake Yardley? He's like, yeah, I am. I'm like, okay, I saw you perform way back, you know, I was like last November or whatever in Mesa. And he's like, oh shit, yeah. And so we started talking and like we just like reconnected and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so he's, I just saw yesterday, he just performed at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
What?
Yeah. He was on the same stage with Chris D'Elia, Whitney Cummings, Theo Vaughn. Yeah.
What?
He's doing so good.
Good for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was
screw
you.
Yeah,
I want
on
that.
Friday. He was there on Friday. I was so bummed
awesome.
that I couldn't go because I told him next time you're performing, I'll come. But
wow.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of shows. I've been seeing on his Facebook. He's doing a lot of shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so awesome.
I love when people that you kind of know, like you've seen them them progress for years. You're kind of just like, hey, what are you up to?
Yeah.
I feel like because I was gone for like a little backstory. I think we kind of chatted on the phone a bit, but like, first of all, welcome to my almost kind of not very well put together office, because it's just I literally just moved in yesterday and today.
Thanks for letting us.
So I'm sorry that it's a little
into
bit
your
of
office.
Yeah. No, this is I'm excited. It's like bigger than my last one, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, I think the one thing that's
put on a couch.
the thing that's super exciting is for you is that like your business is just expanding. It's crazy.
It is kind of crazy. I don't know. I kind of just started to do it full time, and it kind of stuck. So I know you because of Wade.
Yeah, we met.
Wade Shields, who we are big fans of.
On Mr. Sad Pants.
Mr. Sad Pants. Yeah, I worked for a wedding editing company, wedding video company, I guess. And that's where I met Wade Shields, Vic Rincon. There it is. Katie Owens, James Kelly, David Smith, like my incredible friend group who just so happened to be like some of the most incrediable talent in Arizona. And we worked.
I guess I'm not a part of that group.
I'm sitting with you, Harrison.
Just kidding.
You know I love you.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but then you moved, so
yeah. I'm back. I'm right here.
You are, yeah.
Back in Arizona again.
Yeah, you come to Arizona more often than you live in LA, I feel.
Yeah, well, this last
because of the past like month, right?
Yeah, well, the podcast already knows, but I was in between apartments for a month. I moved out of my old place in Venice at the end of July, and I wasn't able to move into my new place until a few days ago.
Oh yeah, you kind of mentioned that.
So
that sucks. I'm sorry.
No, it's whatever.
That's so annoying when you have that like weird grace period.
Yeah.
Where you're like,
well, it was supposed to be the second week of August. It was supposed to be. So Justin's old roommate was supposed to move out second week of August, and so I was like, oh, perfect. I'll go home for 2 weeks. You know, just like live it up at home. And then she's like, oh, I can't leave until the 28th. So
that sucks.
Yeah. So it turned out to be longer, but.
Well, yeah. I'm glad that you are here.
And I came back
and
this week to grab some stuff, and
because we haven't hung out in a while.
No, it's probably.
I've also been gone for so long.
Yeah.
Because so we met at Sad Pants, became good friends, hung out. You lived in Tempe, yeah.
I only got that Sad Pants thing because I knew Omar.
That's so funny, and I worked with Wade, and I was just like, "If there's anything that you need." Yeah. And then he got me to...
Hey, can you do crafty, even though you've never done it before, ever?
I think I did a pretty bang-up job for never been able
I was just on this this Hollywood set that's the reason I had to go back last week.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah, so I was on this this movie. They had filmed last July, and then this week was a pickup shoot. I guess they ran out of money or something, ran out of time last time, and now they needed to redo it. Find like a week's worth of pickups, and let me tell you that this massive budget movie had a shittier crafty than what you did.
What?
Let me tell you guys.
I had $100 a day.
Ray had $100 a day and fed a crew of like 30.
Yeah.
And
still people complained, even though I was so.
Oh, people will always complain, but you did a phenomenal job being able to
Thank you.
And you were one person.
Yeah.
Some of these sets
and I was doing PA and acting.
Yeah.
I was doing 3 different jobs.
Yeah. And you were doing like set photog too.
Oh yeah, wow, I did a lot for that.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even think about
that. You did
a
lot for that movie. And
and Crafty was worse than what I did.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's hard to.
So what the UPM was saying was that even last year that it was just poor management of like the producers. It was just like the production was like just not. No one was on top of anything. So like Crafty ran out and it happened again. Like they overbought because last time it was so bad, and then like 2 days before we wrapped, they're like, let's return everything because I think we have enough. So the last day we ran out of everything.
Oh no.
We had barely any water. We had was soda.
That's terrible.
Yeah, we had barely any water, just soda, no food. All we had was like a thing of peanut butter and some old bagels from like the morning.
Go to the store. There has to be a PA that is.
Well, yeah, we had a runner, a PA that was he would do stuff, but he was there specifically to go out on runs if they needed that. But one of the producers did not want to spend any money. She would not let anyone. Everything had to be approved, and there had to be a specific reason, even if it was fucking water. She would not. And then like they're like, she's like, I'll go and do it myself, even though they had someone to do it. And then she went up to Video Village and like sat there for like a while watching. Yeah, and it pissed off a lot of people, and we would run every day.
I mean, I'm sure that's like
Yeah.
it's water. You
Yeah,
gotta,
well,
like,
you need it, and there was no like water on. There was no like, you couldn't even go like. I mean, yeah, there were like bathrooms you could get like the water or the kitchen, but like no one wants to drink out of a sink, and
that's really sad and
it
kind
is
of upsetting. Actually,
it is. And I, from what I understand, is it's not like an independent film. It's not like a low budget. It had some big names on it. Um, but it was just poorly managed, and
that's so sad.
yeah, and they like the thing that pissed, like, I don't drink coffee unless I absolutely need to, but we would run out of coffee at like 1:00, and then people would be like, oh, "Do we have coffee?" It's like people actually like legitimately run off coffee if if they don't have it, they can't. They're helpless. Oh, I don't drink coffee.
It's so funny that we both don't.
Yeah, I mean, I only if I need like a jolt, if I'm like doing a long drive, or if it's super early in the morning and I need to work, But otherwise, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah,
it's like in case I need like a little extra boost.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the flavor. I'm a big tea guy.
Yeah, me too.
I actually learned how to make coffee on the set of Mr. Sad Fans because
no one can do that. People suck at it.
I was just like, wait, how do you make coffee? He was like, really? And I was like, yeah. Why would I know? Like, I wouldn't. I understand, like, you add the grounds, then you put some water, but I didn't know how this one machine, which is very like straightforward.
Was it one of those like tin canisters?
It was like one where there's
was it like the pump, the hand?
No, not the French press.
No, like how like it's like the cylinder, and on top it's got like the pump, or is it like the one with like the little spout?
It's the one that
I forget.
Like the coffee pot.
Oh, okay.
It was the coffee pot one. I remember that because I was like,
oh, those are easy.
Yeah. Well, I learned it specifically for
yeah.
that set, and we did so much work on that set, and it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, that was my first big set. Like other than that, like that was the first like massive set where more than like 10 people, more than like a college crew, college production.
It might be. I don't know. I think I might. No, I mean, that was definitely the biggest. I've done like medium-sized ones, but like that one's definitely the biggest one that I did like 2 years ago. And actually, I acted in my second indie feature with Vic.
Oh, really?
And Katie and that whole group. Wade let them rent out his camera, and they filmed me up in Cottonwood.
Oh, I saw that last week. Yeah, you went.
Rob, I forget his last name. Burson. He's making a movie called Black Eye.
Okay.
It's about I think it's like a washed-up country music artist.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, I saw you posted something. You were filming in like a recording studio.
Yeah, I played like a recording studio guy, and I had like no lines, but it was still really fun. I think I kind of enjoy acting with no lines. I feel like it's more genuine.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about like what am I gonna say.
I really wanna try some I was listening to this this guy talk about movie like storytelling, and he was saying like you don't need dialogue necessarily to tell a story, as long as like you don't really like basically you should be able to close your eyes and listen to the movie to be able to tell what's going on. So I was like, that's a really interesting.
Yeah, sound is super important.
Yeah, it's because you can make like a movie with really shitty video quality, and like it's like, oh, okay, it's just kind of what the style they're going for. But if if the movie sounds terrible, you're like, goodbye.
No, it's the quickest way to like lose people.
Yeah.
It really, especially like remember in like high school or college when we're so cool into film, and then it's like the worst short film ever because it was bad.
Yeah.
Like that's the number one, and people like don't understand that when I do like. So I'm actually, in the middle of. I think I might have mentioned this to you. I'm in the middle of making my first indie feature-length documentary.
Oh really?
Have I not?
I don't know.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay. So
you might have.
Kind of back on the part of like what was going on for my summer, and so I was working on this program last year and this summer called Crossroad. It is a program up at Hellenic College Holy Cross, which is like the only Greek Orthodox college in North America, and it's really, it's a really awesome experience. This program kind of like takes 32 kids, whatever, from all over the states, and they get to like get more in depth in their like theological kind of perspective of religion, which is really nice. And they get to venture out and go to do a bunch of fun things and see a bunch of different churches, all this stuff. And that's what I did last summer and this summer, and with that, during the summers I now do a camp called Camp Catanese. I know you know about that. I think.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned it too.
The counselor that I had growing up at camp in Pennsylvania, I had him when I was 15. He moved out to Arizona about like 7 years ago, 7 8 years ago. Did Teach for America. Worked in a schooling system in Maryville, which, as you know, is like also known as like Scaryville or Murderville or Compton kind of vibe. And he kind of just changed his kids' lives. Like he was teaching 7th and 8th grade math, and you know, society doesn't like the lower ream of wealth. Yeah. And a lot of them are African American or Hispanic, and he's kind of just like, no, you can be successful. You can do exactly what you want to do in life, and be happy and be proud of where you come from, as long as you have like the drive to get it done. And
that's so awesome.
Yeah, he's changed these kids' lives. I mean, he changed my life. I mean, that was like 11 years ago, which is crazy to think that I've been there for so long. But I helped kind of start the process of making this camp like an actual reality by doing their logo, the graphics, the marketing, the merchandise, the shirts. Oh my gosh. Our online store, this is not...
I was like, are you getting ready to do
it's not one of my shirts, but my intern from Milwaukee actually got this for me, and I'm really...
he's got interns. He's so successful now.
I had 5 interns this summer. It's not crazy.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was truly incredible to like be able to work with all these young filmmakers, and interchangeably with kind of this feature documentary that I'm working on. It follows Camp Catanese, and it follows Crossroad, and it follows kind of the story of how to reach your full potential. And, like, what does that mean with like youth and young adult programming? And I'm trying to make this documentary more secular, so like the world, excuse me. I'm trying to make the documentary more like worldly. Yeah. It's super important for me to show the world like how great people do really cool things. Yeah. Like, what does that involve?
Oh, that's so awesome.
So hopefully, I don't want to say the name.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to myself, but I'll tell you after. Okay. It's a really, really good working title, and I'm really excited about it. But the documentary is about like potential, and it's about like loving your neighbor in the most pure way possible. And it's it. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for it to be out. It won't be out till like 2020. So, because I have so much going on.
Well, stay tuned.
In 2 years. Yeah. But yeah, I was very fortunate to work with like 5 young filmmakers, and it was really, really nice, great learning experience.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I've had interns. I've had like contracts, like we've contracted each other.
Yeah.
We worked on other things, but like I've never actually had like interns, people under me that are learning from me. Right. Like I'm their mentor, which
and people that are your lackeys.
That's so mean.
Slave.
No. Where's my water? I know I got British. Yeah. But no, it's been a really great summer. I was filming in Arizona, Boston, Chicago, Milwaukee, visited Grand Rapids and New Jersey for weddings, and wow, it was a great summer. And
that's awesome.
A lot of work.
I bet.
A lot of tiring work.
I remember every time I would text you or call you, like you were either on your way somewhere or just getting back ready to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Thank God. Honestly, like I never thought that I would do this full time. Yeah. Because I didn't think that was like an option on my own though. Like I didn't think that I was gonna have an office, because I thought, when I first moved to LA, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like make it. Yeah. That was like my thing. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna. Johnny Depp did it. Like Chris Pratt did it. I can do it. No, I learned the hard way. I was not like. I didn't have the right perception what I wanted, perspective, I guess, of what I wanted, and I had a very terrible year. I made wonderful friends. I learned a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give that up for anything.
Yeah.
But it was not very pleasant.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
LA.
Yeah, it has its bleak moments and it has its awesome moments.
Very
It's
good moments in the city. I just thought the city was too crammed and really gross and too many people, and I'm a people person too.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
So that means like what's going on. If
right.
Ray doesn't jive, why don't I jive? Because I'm very extroverted.
Yeah.
I'm like always willing to like venture out. Like I'm very adventurous. Like I love traveling internationally, nationally, whatever it is. But like LA just gave me the creeps.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, it's not for
It's not. Yeah.
it's not for everybody, and that's okay. At least you went. Like you can be like, well, I did. It's not like I didn't go out and try to do it.
I mean, I'm gonna eventually probably. I mean,
Yeah.
I would find it very hard to believe that I won't be out there.
Yeah. Especially with the rate you're going. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like, it was probably like a year. It's probably been a year. Like when right before I moved.
Yeah.
You were like worried about like, oh, like I lost this wedding, I lost this other wedding, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
My gigs.
Like they keep dropping. I have one, but it's not till like fucking 4 months from now, and then like I move out there and I come back for that commercial that we did, and then you're still like I don't know, I have one thing and I don't know, it's still struggling a bit, and then all like 2 months later you're like, I got like 5 jobs, and then everything just skyrocketed.
Yeah. That was a really tough. January 2018 was tough. There was a bunch of those moments in 2016, 17, because I started doing this full time when for Sad Pants because of Wade. Actually,
Oh, really?
Did I tell you this?
No.
I quit my job specifically.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't Wade too?
No.
Or-
oh wait, did he? I don't
I don't remember.
No, I think he was back. No, I definitely quit my job. It was like a really weird situation where I was like, you know what? I'm done. And so I was frustrated working with people that kind of didn't like respect me.
Mm-hmm.
And that happens a lot. Even when I
Yeah.
moved to LA and I did that marketing company, like people don't understand like or respect what we do.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do me. And honest to goodness, it's not been easy. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, but I've only been doing it full time for like 2.5, going on my 3rd year. So
And you started off doing just weddings and like.
I started off doing a lot of things, but weddings, I was like, oh, I'll just keep doing that, and then eventually, like, I'll do what I love. Honestly, if it wasn't for like Wade and Vic or you, like, I wouldn't have been able to do my actual narrative fix. It would have just been like.
Yeah.
Like events and weddings and things that don't give me like they don't feed anything to my soul.
Right.
They're kind of just like detrimental to who I am as a human sometimes, because I'm like I don't really.
Sometimes we got like you
got to do what you got to do.
That even though that commercial we did was narrative, it was still like I'm like, do I really want to do this?
Yeah, that was
a good experience.
It was a good experience. It wasn't as rough as I think you think it was.
Yeah,
because shooting went pretty.
No, the shooting was honestly the easiest part.
The post was the worst part.
That's where all the headaches came from. It's just like every time I would do a cut, it was like then I wound up with 4 different cuts that he got.
I can't even believe it. Like you would call me. And you'd be like, what do I do? And
I didn't know how else to vent to. I just call Ray up.
No, that's hey.
So he was just as much.
We're good friends. We're good friends. I'm okay with like calling you up and be like, Harrison, this sucks or whatever.
Yeah.
Like my client, whatever.
You did say that, and you're like, I'm like, but that's what he wants. And then eventually it got to a point where I called my mentor, or I had lunch with one of my mentors. She's just like, sooner or later you learn that it's even though you made it, you're editing it. It's not for you. You have to like just think of it as literally a job, even though your name's on it, even though you're a creative person. You're not paying for it. So she's like, just do whatever he wants and
then get done.
And don't just think of it as like a different, like a job, and that you're getting paid to do, and then just whatever he says is the way it goes, and then you're done with it.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
And so as soon as I did it, it got easier, but I was still, I don't know. That's really the first time I did like a film or like video work or anything for like a client. So that was my first experience.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I was there to like just experience that, because I know that you're just going to get like you're just going to keep growing.
Yeah.
And which is
I'm
really
glad
cool
that like my first time was with you, because I don't like if I had some other DP, or just if you weren't involved in the I don't know if like being able to like talk to anyone, like at least you were in it, so it was easier for me to like talk about it, explain it, because you were in it. Like as soon as the guy called me up and was like, hey, I'm trying to do this, are you interested? I was like, I'll let you know, like I'm not sure, these are my rates, blah blah blah, and I hung up the phone with him, called you and was like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but if it goes through, I want you to be my DP. And so Ray was in it on like day one.
Yeah, that was very nice to get a call, and because it's always great to work with really good people. It's really hard to work with really good people. Like it's really hard to find really good people. That's what I mean. And like talk about my stomach. My stomach was like, yeah. It's so hard to
second,
right? Yeah, it's really difficult to work with people that you don't really jive with, and you kind of have to like learn how to honestly just like roll with the punches,
right?
And you really can't compare yourself to others when it comes into like when you look at it and you're like, oh, it's not as good. It's like, you know what, my life got a lot easier when I stopped comparing myself to others. I mean, that's for like everything. Just like, Josh Hutcherson's my age, he's in Hunger Games. Why am I not in Hunger? Just like weird things.
I still do that.
Yeah, I'm like, where's my Oscar? Like when I think of like other people my age, around my age, like Jennifer Lawrence or like Eddie Redmayne, and I'm like, why am I not there?
They were just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and it's not even like a talent thing either. Like there's plenty of talent who haven't been discovered yet.
Right. It's so funny. Like I was listening to this. I was watching Comedians in Cars, getting coffee.
Love.
It was the second time Alec Baldwin was on, and he was talking with Jerry, obviously, and I forget which one was saying it, but they were talking about talent. Like, do you think there's like a lot of undiscovered talent, like in along those lines? And he's like, do you think these people, like people with talent, will rise to the woodwork, or they'll rise up, or they'll just stay as people with talent that just never get seen? And Alec Baldwin was basically like, there's no agency, there's no like hello Billy, I'm Tom, I'm an agent at the looking for talented people agency. I heard you have a lot of talent, would you like to come and do this show that we have? There's no one that's going to do that, and there's no one going to come knock at your door. Like the opportunities aren't going to come to you. You have to go to the opportunities. To go to them. And that was like, holy shit. I'm like, that's so true. Like we can't just wait around, like we can make stuff, but we still just can't expect everything to like just drop out of the sky. Like we have to like prove it, and like still be like, hey, like I'm do this. Like, are you looking for someone that has the skill, kind of thing?
Yeah. I learned that when I
really thirsty today.
Yeah, no, you're good. I mean, we had to turn off the AC for the sound, but I'm just like, whoo, like it's a little much. But you know what? I sip.
Hold for sip.
Yum water. What were we talking about? Sorry, I had something.
Talent, and then I took you off your train of thought.
About talent?
You were talking about. What were we talking about? You were talking about people that are your age.
Yeah, but what did you just talk about?
I was talking about Alec Baldwin and like.
Oh, about the talent. Yeah, you know what? It's very interesting because when you think of.
Oh, you were talking about working with good people.
Yeah, but like when you think about like where your talent can go.
Yeah.
It really is like honestly just starting to create your own thing.
Yeah.
Like. Okay, for instance, I am 5'7", hairy, Arab, ethnically ambiguous as well.
Yeah.
I sound like this. I sound like David Spade. I look like Lin-Manuel Miranda. I got a very specific. I didn't realize that I was so specific.
Yeah. If we ever make a movie about Lin-Manuel.
Either Lin, if there is a live action of Emperor's New Groove, and I am not playing Cusco, it's going down. Yeah. Like there's no way because you're gonna walk into the casting room and it's gonna be Lin and you, and you're gonna look at each other. You're both gonna be fuck. Yeah. I didn't realize
with the goatee too.
I didn't realize how much I looked like him until I actually started to.
I bet you if you just kept the goatee,
when I
identical.
When I did Sad Pants and I got my headshots done and I had to shave my face that,
I remember.
Everyone was just like, "You look like Lin," and someone told me that I look like Tom Hiddleston, and I was like, "Please."
That's reaching.
Yeah, I was like, "Holy shit!" There's no way that I look like him. But no, yeah, I have a very specific look.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize it because I think acting wise. Like I do think that there is like, not to say that I don't want to like toot my own horn or like have this ego, but like I do know that I can act and that I am pretty good at it. I think I'm pretty decent at it to be confident enough to like.
That's why I had you in my movie.
Yeah,
I mean, even though you were in it for like.
No, that's more than enough that I wanted because I was so. I remember, gosh, I know that we keep reaching different tangents, but I remember that.
Oh, thanks.
I was ADing, and I was also acting the same day, but Elaine had to take over the AD.
Yeah.
But I kept coming in and out of it because let's be honest, most of the time as an actor, you're waiting.
Yeah.
And I had to sit there in the same spot, not moving, and I was like kind of a little annoyed or whatever, and just watching it from afar and not being able to help.
Yeah.
I remember like this boom op who just came from ASU, something like that, and he was a great kid, but there was like issues with the shadow or something stupid, and it took like an hour, literally took an hour to get this one shot.
Yeah.
And I was as the AD,
we were in the jail cell.
Yeah, we were in the jail cell, and as an AD, I was like, okay, why are we taking so long to get this done? And I remember, Omar was just like, come over here, or whatever. And Omar was like, let's just come over here. And I was like, okay, guys, can we have like some hustle or whatever? Yeah. And the boom op, who thought that I was an actor, didn't realize that I was the AD, gave me the dirtiest stare ever.
Really? I didn't know this.
Yeah, he just went. He was like this, and then he went and just like walked around. I was like, oh, he does not like me because he thinks that I'm some douchey actor who just said, can you speed it up, please? I'm sick and tired of sitting. Like I wasn't, but I realized.
I think at that point we'd been filming like obviously all day.
It was like the second to last day of the shoot as well, and so we were
exhausted. Really? No, I don't think so.
Maybe I was wrong.
Because the barn scene or the saloon scenes were the last 2 days. Oh, so that must have been the third.
Okay, yeah, something like that. For me, yeah, because I wasn't there the last day, which is sad. But no, I remember that. You have lots of interesting interactions when you wear different hats on sets, especially because like what we're doing, and we're a lot like low budget, indie kind of thing. Even for like the documentary that I'm working on, like that. I mean, I had 5 interns. Yeah, I mean, the most I had was 2 at a time. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of work.
People don't realize.
No, like anyone who thinks that film is like this glory kind of gold mine of like, no, it's not fun. Like
it's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
You have to like literally wake up and be like, I have to make a movie today, or otherwise I feel like I'm going to be worthless. Or it has to be part of I have to step foot on a set today, otherwise I feel like
or I have to like at least like do research and like watch something and like analyze, because like it's just not, there's not that much that does it for me. And the great thing about me with my kind of personality is that I have a lot of energy and I'm very extroverted and I love doing new things and I love exploring. So that also means I love exploring other things besides film. Right. So when I get tired of editing or filming, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go make a chair or whatever. Like, keep on burping. I'm sorry. I didn't eat anything. Why am I burping? Where is it coming from?
All the talking.
I made a chandelier out of an old bicycle wheel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It was really fun. My sister and her friend gave me this idea because I wanted to add some more light. Because I like doing like kind of not in design, like
art design,
interior design, art design, like whatever.
Because you also you also were my art designer, my production, along with
do that a lot on sets
you
now.
and Garrett too, but you both,
What a guy.
Yeah, he's in LA. He's been there. I think I haven't seen him because he lives really far.
Oh jeez, he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even that, like let's be honest, everything. That's the one thing that I've learned I'm very good at is set design when it comes to things. For the documentary, for the interviews.
Did you do set design on Sad Pants too, or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I'd have the capacity to do that after the 3 or 4 things that I was doing.
Why not? Why not add more?
Set design and the interviews that I did over the summer, like when I see them, I'm like, they look so good.
Yeah.
Because it really is just like the way that you kind of create this space.
Yeah.
You want to make it inviting.
Add depth and.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's like super fun to like. We filmed in like this mansion hallway, like this, and there's like beautiful like mahogany wood, everything, and it was so cool to film it. And I love like being different and intricate and just being myself. Honestly, back to like getting happier as a human. I just started to be myself and to not really care what anyone else was doing, or just kind of doing what I thought was cool.
Right. I mean, like the thing I've learned is that like you can't do things to please others because it's like even then you're still gonna piss off other people. Like you might please like these 10 people, but those 20 will still hate you. You know. So it's like you might as well just do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, it's true because you know what, like.
Oh, do you gotta go soon?
No, I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, whatever. 7:15 or 7:50. I don't know when the movie is.
Oh.
7:50.
Well, let me know because.
No. This is.
We've
good.
been okay.
I wanted to talk.
Okay.
You are one of few people who I can call just out of the blue and then just like. Well, like we just talked for hours. I think I called.
What was it? Like maybe a couple months ago, I called you. I was like, "Do you have a quick second?" You're like, "Yeah, I have a few minutes," and then we talked for like an hour and a half.
I think the most that we talked was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
On the phone, just like, and it never like it wasn't like the conversation died. It was like constant.
Yeah,
like,
we like kept like we started off because it was when I was still editing that thing, and so we started talking about like that, and then we just had all these tangents that led to all these other conversations. And we started talking about like. Spirituality and all this other stuff, and we just like started. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have too many friends that I can do that with. I think maybe like 1 or 2 others.
Yeah, I mean it's different friends from different walks of life. Like, like my camp friends who I love to death, but like I don't see them often. And when we call, like it's similar, but like no, there's like a certain connection that people have. And I've always found it was very easy to talk with you and to like. Talk about ideas and talk about just like random things that happened. Like, this lady cut me off today, and just or just like when I was
fucking bitch.
Oh my gosh, it's so I didn't realize how bad road rage was until I got into my mid-20s. I know that I was a very very cautious, very good. I am an old man. Physically, emotionally, I'm just an old fart. And
you got a foot hammock over there.
I'm an old man. I really am, and genuinely, like until I got a car because I sold it before I moved to LA, and I didn't get it until like last year. I got my car.
Because weren't you were borrowing your mom's or sister's, right?
Anyone's car. Okay. Anyone. My brother, my sister, anyone was like, I need to borrow a car to go, and because I also like I started working from home, so I didn't need a car for anything actually. Like and when I did, it was like later at night when everyone was home. Or whatever, I needed to borrow. Right. So it was like,
makes sense.
Honestly, really easy to just like borrow. But like, I was on my way to. It was the same day as I was gonna go to Italy. I went to Chase to like deposit some money, and I just sat in my car like for 2 seconds, and this lady just opens her door and just boom, like with just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open. Like you didn't have any, and I looked. Directly into her eyes, and I was like, and I got out of the car. She's like, "Oh, that wasn't me. That was like." I was like, isn't that the first thing you don't say when you get into a car accident? Is,
Yeah.
are you okay? Or,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And she was like, that wasn't me. And I was like, oh, really? And I was like, hey, can you open your door for me? And I like, showed her.
And then didn't do it.
Honestly, it was like a weird kind of, like I caught you red-handed.
Yeah.
At least have the decency to do it when I'm not there. Behind my back.
Sure.
Like, be a normal human being.
Yeah, let me show up and surprise and then get pissed off.
Not like in the, because at that point I was like, I'm too excited to deal with you right now.
Yeah.
It wasn't that. It was like the smallest thing, but it was just like the sound that sounds worse than the fact that she was like, oh, it's over. Yeah. My favorite is when someone is like really, oh my god,
shit.
my stomach. My favorite is when someone is like on my tail.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I slow down so slow for those people.
And then they like speed up.
Yeah.
And
Bye.
My favorite thing is I want to see your face.
Yeah.
I want to see the face that is ruining my moment. You know, or just like, when someone like cuts me off or they're doing something weird. I love just being like,
yeah.
hi.
You know what I love? What I learned from my dad is that when the people that are pissed off and they like speed around you and they honk at you and because they always look at you.
Yeah.
They always want to see who's in the car. So every time that someone happens, I always like turn and go, hi, have a good day. You know, like they're so mad for no reason. Yeah.
But it's a thing. It's a thing to get road rage.
Yeah.
I think
there's some crazy, scary stories about people.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You see things online and you're like, that's not real, but like it kind of happens to you every once in a while. And you're like, oh no, people are freaking crazy.
I mean, you see the videos of people like getting out, like taking like crowbars out of their.
Like that happens in the movies. No,
Yeah.
That's real.
No, it's real.
People are crazy.
Yeah.
That's a great like. People are crazy. Period.
Yeah.
It's true. I find that people's favorite thing to do. Be crazy, be angry, and just hate. Like, if it's not like those three, they're probably doing well because people love to hate. That's like their favorite. Habit.
Well, I think I think what the problem is, people like they're so bored within their own lives, so they're like, you know, like who can we cause? Whose day can we fuck up to make mine a little bit better?
Yeah. It's kind of like putting someone else down.
Yeah, it's like what kind of drama can I create so I can get a little entertainment today?
Yeah.
But they might, whether they do it like consciously or subconsciously, it's like I feel like that's a lot what people go through.
People need to get out more.
Yeah.
I feel like
they just need some more love in their life or something.
That's such a great people really need a lot more love. I feel like the world needs more empathy.
Yeah.
I think especially in America, I think we lack empathy because
definitely
the rest of the world. Well, not saying that. I mean, I've had very interesting experiences all over the world with like, different people and different cultures, but like empathy.
You're pretty well traveled.
I think I'm pretty decent. Yeah. I enjoy. I really do love it. I love backpacking now. I think that was so weird.
Yeah.
Backpacking.
I've never done that, but my brother did it. He went to India. He backpacked through India.
Osva just went to India.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to India after his experience.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he came back with a.
Very interesting.
Yeah, he got like his last week. He got real sick. Came back with like a nasty parasite. And he had fun, but like other than that, I'm like, no thanks.
That's really frustrating when like one thing kind of ruins it. I love backpacking now, and I just think that it was super weird.
Yeah.
And now I like backpack myself, so if things went wrong, I'm kind of screwed. But I love meeting up with friends, and I love like.
Yeah, and you have so many friends that are like live in other countries too now, because like, you met them at hostels and things.
Or just like in America.
Yeah.
Like, in LA, my friends from France and Denmark and Germany, and I got to see them.
Oh, but I tell people all the time about how good your French accent is.
My French accent.
Yeah. I wish I tried telling a friend about it, and I was like, my friend Ray does the best, and I tried doing it. I'm like, mine's so bad, but I'm like, you gotta hear it.
I love doing accents. I'm not the best at a lot of them. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There was an Australian girl that we met in Portugal. My sister Adva and I were all in Portugal, and this girl, her name is Rachel, met her in my hostel. Or like, I usually meet people in a hostel, on a plane, or on a train. That I'm
automobiles.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny. My friends kind of have this like game where they're like, how many new friends did Ray make in his travels? But it's like this Australian girl I was so infatuated by her accent. Yeah. Because I can't do one. I mean, I'm like Razor Blade, Hugh Jackman, Razor Blade.
That's all you can do there, huh?
You're good at that.
Thanks.
I'm not very
Yeah.
good.
It took me a while to get it.
Yeah.
I'm working thinking on a South African one right now, but it's so hard. There was two guys. Yeah.
It's like not British.
No, it's not British. It's not Australian. What I understand is like, so there was two guys on the set that were from South Africa,
Nice.
and what they were saying was like that them and people from the Netherlands have this like there's this ongoing debate that the Dutch, that Afrikaans is derived from the Dutch, and then the vice versa. So like he's his name was Delaray. He said he can go to like Holland or anywhere in the Netherlands and understand 80% of what someone's saying because like how similar the languages are.
Oh yeah.
So they kind of he said so from like what I kind of think is like their accent is kind of more that than it is anything else. Yeah. So it's weird. Like I haven't been able to get it at all. Like it's so weird because I always wind up slipping into like British or Australian and yeah.
New Zealand is like a weird one.
Yeah.
As well,
Well, New Zealand, it's like Australian, but it's like just a little different, and it's like it's hard to catch those differences.
Yeah, Taika Waititi like has a very specific accent. And
Yeah.
I saw Thor Ragnarok, which was amazing.
Yeah, hilarious.
I love Korg.
Yeah.
He played Korg.
Hey guys,
My name is Korg.
my name's Korg.
This is me. Nice for I'm not even kidding you. I was on one of my million flights that I took this summer, and there was a
You watched
New
it?
Zealand guy.
Oh.
I had no idea. Something was wrong with his ticket. We were getting on the flight, whatever, and his ticket wasn't working. He's like, I had no idea. He didn't look New Zealand. It was not like a look or whatever. And I was like, kind of waiting. He's like, what you gonna do? and he sounded just like Korg, and I was like, it's real life Korg. They sound like that.
Yeah.
They sound exactly like
Yeah.
that. It wasn't even a joke. They
No.
actually sound 100% like that.
It's so funny.
I love accents. And yeah, my French one is fun because I just imitated my friend's husband.
Yeah.
And I loved doing it. It was so much fun to like listen to him and kind of just like I'm really like I have like a sponge kind of brain when it comes to languages or accents, and I love that. I love imitating. I think that's why I like acting.
Yeah. I always wanted to do voice acting growing up.
Oh, and your voice acting is so.
I wanted to like I went to school for illustration originally.
Which you are very good.
Thank you.
At as well.
But my goal always was to like have a show like Seth MacFarlane, like Family Guy or American Dad, and like do like animate, but also do my own voices.
Yeah.
Like that was one of my ultimate goals. And I'm just like, and then but now I can like direct I I have another avenue, but I still would like to do that at some point.
You will.
Yeah. I just my problem is I have like you're an actor, so it's like I have a friend who wants to be like basically he wants to become like the new Tom Cruise essentially.
That's a big.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he likes to do voices too, and he always loves to upstage me. It's just the actor in him. I got to be the attention. And if he ever does listen to it, you know who you are, buddy. You know who you are, buddy, and you know it. Love you, but you know it.
What do they say? Like, how many actors does it take to screw in a light bulb? 500, one to do it, and 499 to go. I could have done it better. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. So yeah, keep going. So,
Yeah, but no, it's like because we do the same voices. We can, and then like there's ones that I'm like trying to do. He's like, oh, I can do that. So he's like, it's kind of infuriating.
like a one-upper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are kind of frustrating people.
Yeah.
But you kind of, I found like if I one down them, it's kind of like they're like shook.
Yeah, I always pull
But
out
I'm
something
better.
that they can't do, or
Or just like pulling out things that I'm like, I don't care about it anyway.
Yeah.
Just whatever. And
Yeah.
I can do. I'm like, nah, you don't have to do it
yeah,
because I don't care.
yeah.
Kind of like.
They're always like ego driven, so it's like
Yeah.
whatever, dude. I don't give a shit.
That's life though. Trying to
Yeah.
pretend
Oh,
like
yeah.
you don't care.
Yeah,
The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Great book, by the way.
I've seen it. I haven't read it.
You need to get it. It's
Okay.
really, really fun. There's like titles like "Don't Care."
Yeah.
Or like just give up. Or just like really funny things like that.
I mean, I read like the introduction of it because I just saw it online. I was like, oh, what's this about? And so I kind of get the gist of what the book's about, but because I kind of like that's kind of the mindset I have. Anyways, like, fuck it, like.
Yeah, I used to not have that mindset. I used to be very like, but what are people gonna think?
Yeah.
Or just kind of like this
but
idea that
it's like,
was
who cares?
Yeah, I've definitely
and that's
like grown up.
Yeah.
With the mindset. That
And
you know what?
and as I've like lived in LA and as I've come more into my own, like that's kind of the mindset I've been going. Like, why do I care? Like what? That random ass dude in this bar who I'm never gonna see ever again, or that girl is gonna like think of me. Like, I'm not gonna like. First of all, I'm not gonna talk to her, and I'll never see her again. So, what does it matter?
Yeah, it's like kind of a weird zone where you're like, we're asked to like be kind and loving and make people's lives happier.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes where I'm like, I don't really feel like it today.
Yeah. Well, it's
and you kind of like people have this weird thing where we think that we're like our world is the world. Does that make sense? Like my life, I'm the only one who's ever existed with any of these problems. It's like no,
everyone has problems.
Everyone has like almost the same problem, but like a little different.
Yeah.
And so I think if we have more empathy.
Yeah.
This is brought to you by E for empathy.
E for empathy.
What? I can't do that.
That's the first time I've done this on here.
What was that?
That was Elmo. I didn't do it that well.
Elmo.
I was doing it in the car earlier, actually. Hold on. Getting stage fright now.
E for empathy.
That's good. My favorite is Mr. Noodle.
I don't know that one.
I just remember watching it growing up. He's like, Mr. Noodle! And it's not really not a... I don't know. I just love that.
Today is brought to you by the letter 2.
The letter 2?
Sometimes Elmo is not that smart.
Elmo is dyslexic.
Brought to you by the number R and the letter
2. That's amazing. We are both so struggling right now. So hot.
I was in the car and I was thinking like, what if Elmo was like, like he steps out, like if Elmo was a real person and he like is on the Sesame Street, right? So it's been like Sesame Street's been on for like forever. I don't know how many years, but it's like, yeah. So it's like if he steps off set and he's like,
where the fuck's my water, bitch?
Like, because he's like a 4-year-old monster is essentially how they portray him. But it's like, what if he walked off set? And it's like,
this is fucking bullshit.
this is my mind, people.
I love that.
I've always wanted like to figure out like how to do that. Like, do I get like a little puppet? But it's like that's copyright material.
No, but it's so good, and it's a great transition to the fact that I'm going to be going to watch the Happy Time Murders.
You have to let me know how that is because I've heard both. Yeah.
Okay, it looks really funny.
Yeah, it does.
In the previews.
I haven't seen like in this last month. I have not seen any movies. I saw the last movie I saw was Black Klansman, which was like a couple weeks ago, which was really good.
I thought you were about to say Black Panther.
No.
That was the best.
Yeah.
So good.
No.
You know what movie I watched recently that I absolutely think was like the worst thing I've seen in a very long time?
What's that?
Sorry to Bother You.
Oh, I saw that. I talked about it on here. I think now, like in retrospect, I didn't really like it.
Let me be very
because when I saw it, I was like, oh, it was good. It was interesting. It was new. The ending was weird and it was a twisty. And then, but like as I kept thinking, and I never brought it back up on here, but as I started thinking about it, I'm like, that was so whack. And as I started talking to more people that saw it, they're like, a lot of people didn't like it.
I don't know if I trust Rotten Tomatoes right now because currently it has like a 90.
Yeah, I never listened to Rotten Tomatoes, even though that I have a friend that works for them. It's like I don't listen to their. I've never listened to a Rotten Tomatoes review because the first time I did, I regretted it.
Oh really? See, I kind of use it as like a great staple of like whether or not I should spend my time and money on this movie. I thought Sorry to Bother You was one of the worst movies I've seen in like years since maybe. And this is like Room or like the time it was over. Okay, that was
that's like
laughable, whatever.
Yeah.
The movie
it's a cult classic, buddy.
It is now. Burn After Reading. Coen
What?
Brothers movie.
Really? I love that movie. I think it's so great.
The only good part, and I don't want to spoil this, but the only good point
It was when Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Brad Pitt and George Clooney. The best scene. I could not stop laughing. Let me tell you.
You know how many times I rewound that scene?
Oh yeah,
I think that's okay. I think Brad Pitt's my favorite part of the movie. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the movie's just it's not their it's not their top movie.
No, I thought it was actually the worst movie.
I think of theirs, yes.
I didn't get it, and people was like, "Oh, you don't get it because you just have to." I'm like, no.
You have to.
It was not good.
Yeah.
And maybe I need to rewatch it, but it just ruined my life. But sorry to bother you. Really was like the acting was so piss poor. The writing was so bad, and like the editing in the beginning was great. Like how we went to like a different kind of like a.
Yeah, I love that part.
I thought it was so cool, but like in the beginning, the lines and it was kind of cheesy. I was like, what's going on? It's like a college kid.
Yeah.
Was like, let's make a movie.
That's what it felt like, but the ending I didn't like. I liked, I the reason I tolerated it was like, or I liked it was because I thought like they were going for like an interesting style, which it kind of felt like that, and then like as it kept going, and it was like.
The style, I understand what you're getting at, but
I felt like it was stylized, and then, but the thing that really pissed me off about the movie, and I didn't talk about it here, but was like the dubbing of the voices. You know how they did like they have the white person voice. For some reason, that really bothered me, and not in like a racially thing. It wasn't.
No, the sound. It was weird.
It was just so off-putting.
Well, I just don't like that. It didn't look like it was synced up. Like it
no.
was like something was off.
Yeah.
And maybe because like I don't know, they use whatever it was. It was really weird. I mean, I got it. It was really funny. But yeah, no.
It was. I couldn't tell if it was like a social commentary on something.
The
like
movie's about capitalism.
Yeah.
I found out much later after I watched the movie. Also, my friend Paul and I were like, we sat there and we got halfway through, and I looked at him. I was like, "Can we go watch Ant-Man now?" Which we didn't. Which I really was.
Did you see it at all?
Oh,
you should. You should.
Oh, I love Ant-Man. I love Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd's my favorite.
Paul Rudd's great.
I want to be friends with him and Chris Pratt.
They would be such great friends.
Yeah.
I would love like Aziz Ansari.
I can't wait till like the Avengers hook up and it's both of them.
Yeah.
To see both of them together in the scene.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Riz Ahmed. I'm such a big fan of Riz Ahmed, or like.
I don't know who that. I'm drawing a blank.
Riz Ahmed.
I'm drawing a blank. Yeah.
He was.
I'm not good with names.
Nightcrawler.
Oh, okay. In the old X-Men, or the new one.
I'm talking about actors and not like the Marvel or DC universe. I'm talking about actors in general. Sorry, did not mention that when I was going on my tangent in my own head.
Oh.
I didn't realize that I was talking to you.
Do you mean Nightcrawler, like the one with Jake Gyllenhaal? Okay.
But yeah.
Is he the one? Is
we're talking about like actors like.
Yeah. Is he the one that in The Night of?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Love.
That was He was great in that show.
I'm a big fan of like ethnically ambiguous actors who kind of look or sound or act or kind of have a
it's something to identify. Like I think like the whole thing about movies in general are like people try to find things they can identify with.
Yeah, and I just really
that's really great. I think that's the great thing about Crazy Rich Asians is like now there's a whole cast of people like I was listening to Bobby Lee's podcast, Tiger Belly, and he was talking about him and his girlfriend were talking, and they said they both almost started crying because they were so just amazed about like that there was a full cast of the whole movie, all Asians.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just super important to like. I think it was more important than people realize because it's not just an Asian thing either. Like I watched Fresh Off the Boat, we're obsessed because that was my household for sure. And so like I don't watch that going.
Because you're first generation American, right?
Yeah, my mom's from Syria, my dad's from Lebanon, and like born and raised I was born in San Diego, grew up in Pennsylvania and Arizona, so like, pretty American. But like, being first gen, like I totally get it, and it's not just like an Asian thing or an Arab thing or whatever it is. It's just like I find that a lot of cultures are very similar.
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians was not that off to Crazy Rich Arabs or like, you know, Crazy Rich Syrians,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Could you imagine if they made that movie, though?
I mean,
Crazy Rich
It
Arabs?
would just be like My Big Fat Greek
Yeah.
Wedding, but like with Arabs, you know, like a bunch of like Lebanese and Persians and whatever.
Be starring Amir K.
Right.
and Ray Banna.
You know, I auditioned for Aladdin.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the play or the movie?
like the movie that does like the live action.
Did you?
movie.
Wow. I didn't know. That was awesome.
I'm not a singer. I can act. I can dance.
Did you audition for Aladdin or just general
I mean, yeah.
call?
I mean, I was gonna go for Jasmine, but I don't think I have the hair for her. I mean, I do have great hair, but no, they were just looking for. They were looking.
I was going for the carpet. I was going for the monkey.
Oh my god, I would be the greatest monkey ever. I have the hair for it.
I'm trying to take over. What's that guy's name who does all the mocap stuff? Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the new Andy Serkis.
Yeah, for sure. No, I auditioned for Aladdin, like via video, like a recorded thing, and sang "Whole New World" or whatever they wanted me to sing, or they needed.
A whole new. Oh.
18 to 25,
Yeah.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll do it.
Did I ever tell you about my friend that's making? He's still making a futuristic Aladdin movie. It's an independent. Yeah.
What?
It's called Aladdin 3477. So it's set in the year
3477. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a post-apocalyptic version. It's like it's like Star Wars meets Indiana Jones type deal. They're filming.
You need an Aladdin?
He hasn't. They've been filming for a while. They've been filming for like 4 or 5 years, but I guess he's turning them into like series. Like he's gonna do a multi-series thing with it, and so I think he's trying to get it distributed through Sci-Fi Channel or something. I don't know. So they're still filming. I guess I think he's got like another year left on it, from what I understand. But yeah, they're filming in Detroit, and everything is like they're making their own props. They're making
Wow.
Yeah.
What a very specific movie.
Yeah. I don't. But it's based off the original Aladdin's Arabian. It's not like it's not. There's no singing.
No.
Yeah.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah. It's all futuristic. Like they have like these. I was there. I was interned on it for 3 months. Like a couple years ago at this point. But like they have these cool props where like these blades shoot out from like these gauntlets, and they're supposed to be like lightsaber type things. So it's like very futuristic. There's like old Star Wars posters in there, like with like spray. Like yeah, they built like these crazy sets. Like there's like one of those, like in the Star Wars movies, how you walk in the doors, go, So they did that, and I was like controlling. I had to like, as the actor would, I had to like run back and pull the rope.
Really?
So yeah, so they like did it like he did everything practically. There's
I love
a lot of green screen. Like he has like a Aladdin, instead of the monkey, he's got a robot named like Fidgy, and so it's like this kit bashed robot that Aladdin made, and so the director would puppeteer it in front of a green screen, depending on where, but a lot of times he would just like float it in the scene, and yeah, it's so cool. There's I'll link it in down below for anyone who wants to see. Like they have like a mock trailer or teaser. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I'm gonna have to look down the link.
Yeah. I'll just text it to you. Yeah, so it's really cool.
No, that is really cool.
Yeah.
People are very creative. I love when
Yeah, and the guy that
supporting
Eric,
artists
yeah.
is important.
the guy that Eric, the guy who is playing Aladdin, he colored my movie. He actually, because
Really?
he owns a production company in Detroit. He like does like video and stuff, like photography and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, do you know anyone that does color? And he's like, I can do it. I'm like, oh sweet, that'd be awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so he,
Good for you.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I'll have to meet the guy who should be played by me. the era.
Dude, your
What?
pillow is
I
shedding.
know. Is his background Middle Eastern?
I'm not sure. I think he looks Middle Eastern.
There
Yeah.
is.
I don't know.
Is your friend whitewashing Aladdin?
Well, I mean, they're from they're filming in Detroit. It's little.
Oh, okay, yeah. If they're from Detroit or Dearborn or whatever.
They're
like Michigan,
well, yeah, they're in Detroit. They're filming in I think Macomb or somewhere.
That's cool.
I don't know, but don't you have family? Am I stereotyping you right now?
Dearborn. That is a great stereotype for Arabs. I do not.
I'm gonna apologize.
Lots of friends in Michigan who are a lot of
But there's like my family's from there, and like I just know like a lot of like Middle Eastern people live. There's like a lot of them that live out in Dearborn.
Like a whole, like, we like to huddle.
Yeah, find little pockets.
Yeah,
it's like Jews, you know, like we like to go play. We like to have pockets
well,
of.
Everyone's trying to kill you, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do the same thing.
Or New York, California, and then like sprinkled other places. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when you think of like where our peoples go.
Yeah.
For things. Also, I love that like we're like your first guest is like Middle Eastern Orthodox Christian, like
yeah,
like your enemy, right? I'm like,
yeah, we're like the best of friends.
I know, I love that. Yeah, even my best friend who's like Jewish, like Orthodox Jewish, like it doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think it's really awesome. And
you sure you don't want to like kill either of us?
I'm not planning your murder. I'm not trying to.
What are those schematics over there?
Oh, this? Don't look at that. No, I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'm not trying. That's it's such a bad stereotype. It's so sad.
It's terrible that like you know like that people think that like just I don't know what I was doing.
Just untied it.
That people think like just because you're from like an Arab country that automatically like makes you have the same ideals as like the other people, like that automatically makes you Muslim even though you're Christian, you know, like
first
you
of all,
know
they don't like me. I'm like a minority. I'm like that's like the 2% in the Middle East is like
but it's like
Christians who like haven't. I mean, it's very interesting because like I think there's a lot of beauty in religion and faith. Unfortunately, like you can't judge the religion by its people.
But there's an extreme. There's people that go to extreme, even in the Jewish community.
Yeah, I think that there's I mean that's always going to be a thing. Like Orthodox world, like some people say like monks or nuns are like too extreme, whatever. But like to each their own. Like it really just depends on like we're all striving to be in a community that we like jive with.
Yeah.
And you can't tell someone that they can't jive with a community because like they're Muslim or Christian or whatever it is. And I just think that if we kind of like if we understand our differences in a more loving way.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the phrase "the devil is in the details." That's like a really like hit home to someone when I was thinking about it because I think
for sure. Like, I think because like people get too hung up in like that like it has to go this way, otherwise it like like I'm not gonna get in heaven or something, like because like a lot of it's about that. It's like if I don't.
People think that like a human person is telling another human person how to live their life.
Yeah.
Like, you're not God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, we might be like in God's image. We might like be, and so to that, like we are godly, So, but like, but that doesn't mean we need to like do everything to a T. Like, obviously, there's so many different religions, so it's like
there's so many different versions of the same religion.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot that goes into it. I mean,
there's some people that don't even believe it, so it's like it's which is okay, but it's.
No.
It's like it still doesn't. I don't understand like how like where people can get off by like saying like if you don't do this or live by this way, I'm not talking to you, and
why?
And we can't be friends.
That's so petty and dumb.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. Like religion.
It's like, hey, how about like I'm happy for you that you live that way, and why don't you be happy for me the way I live?
Yeah, it's supposed to be about love, and I think people forget that. That's
well,
like what the documentary that I'm doing is about. It really
that's awesome. Because like the I feel like the most important commandment is like love thy neighbor like thyself.
Yeah, 100%. And the funny part about that commandment is like love thy neighbor as.
Yeah.
Like I have to love you like I love myself, and I don't think a lot of people love themselves.
No.
That was deep.
No, they don't. Yes.
People do not love themselves.
No, I talk about that's one of the things I talk about on this podcast a lot is that like a lot of things come from self-love. Like, success, like your own success, your like how you wake up how you feel like about yourself is about like if you're like I fucking hate. I'm fat. I hate myself. You know, like.
Yeah.
You know, it's like or like.
You lost a lot of weight,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Thank
You're
you.
not. Fat.
I don't think that, but no, but it's like
you lost a lot of weight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Not
it.
that you had a lot to lose weight. Hold on. I'm not
I feel
trying
like
to,
I did, but
You,
anyway.
I mean, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean. It's like like oh, I feel like I'm really stupid, or like I'm.
Yeah, you put
know,
yourself down.
When you like kind of make yourself feel like shit, then you become shit. You know, but it's just as soon as you.
And then you're driving and you're honking at some random old lady who's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know what's
and then
going
you
on.
slam your door into Ray's car, and it's like, oh fuck, that's who it is.
You need to love yourself, lady.
Yeah.
Don't hit my car again.
Yeah, but you know, it's like as soon as you're like, oh, I love me for who I am.
Yeah.
Even all my faults, even all my like you know my wrong miscomings and whatever. It's like as soon as you do that, you're like, oh, it's I can let it. I don't have to judge people. It's because it's like you're really judging. You're judging yourself, but you're putting it upon other people. You know? Oh, did I?
That was good. That's so. But that's very. That's true though.
Yeah.
People like they just put this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they go like this, and you're
Yeah.
like, what is going on right now? It's really sad. I feel like that's why we make art, right? That's why we do what we do,
Yeah.
because like hopefully it brings like love or joy or like connects people, and it like makes the world smaller. And I feel that if we have that, then if we just educating people on like why certain people aren't going to hell for just being born a certain way.
Yeah.
Like that's such a frustrating argument. Like you really think that people like chose to go to hell
Yeah.
like on purpose, like just like don't think about yourself for like 2 seconds and like understand where other people are coming from.
Right.
I
Just
do
because
not
something
think
scares you.
yeah, just because something scares you does not mean
You
like
get it?
yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We should be wrapping up. How long have we been doing this?
An hour and 26.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the longest I've ever gone. Actually, I've only ever gone like an hour.
I'm not surprised that this is the longest you've
Yeah.
ever gone because I just keep talking.
Yeah. Sorry about the little break. Ray had to take a phone call, but
No, you're sorry about that.
That's all good.
It's very just kind of like it's just amazing when you think of like
Yeah.
kind of trying to like wrap up the idea of like why religion was set in the first place or why like goodness was involved in the world, and people have like a very set image of what religion is or what it could be or all these things, but I feel like if you just kind of like take a step back and like breathe, because people don't judge the religion by its people, because people are faulted.
Yeah, and you know it's a lot about like when you're born, when babies are coming to life, they're so innocent, but it's like as they're stuck in these pockets of environments
and labels and
it's like then you get more of these people.
I know, because you are what you surround yourself with. You're not born racist. It's not born, it's bred.
Right. And it's like the same thing with like success and like it's like my mom was saying if you surround yourself, you like make sure you surround yourself in a group of people that you like-minded people. Like if you want to get to a certain place in your business or whatever it is, even if it's like religious or just having a group of friends, surround yourself with people that are the same like-mindedness and that are a level or 10 above you. Because even you're the sixth
people who are better.
Even if you're the sixth person in that group, you will become one of those people because those are the people you're surrounding yourself with.
Yeah, you are what you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And like if you want to surround yourself with like garbage, you become you will be garbage kind of thing. That's why it's super important to like always keep challenging yourself, keep improving, and like life isn't just one thing.
Yeah.
You're not just like born and you're like, cool, I'm just going to do this one thing. Like life is so dynamic.
Yeah.
And so adventurous and so like, I mean, it's also very scary. And I find that you just need to kind of like,
that's the fun part about it.
Yeah, it is. I know a lot of people don't like surprises. I love surprises. I love the concept of it. I love everything about it. And surprises can be very,
I would hate to like be able to tell the future.
Yeah, that'd be really sad because there was a cartoon that we love. It's called Clone High. Oh, okay.
Never heard of it.
Okay, first of all, I have like the entire season. It was fantastic. They made one season, and then they stopped. I think it was an MTV show or something like that. And it's just about like in 1975, these like science grabbed DNA from like a bunch of different historical figures like Marilyn Monroe and Lincoln and Gandhi and Cleopatra, and they cloned them and made them grow up in a test tube, and now they're like in high school. And so it's like their journey
Weird.
as high schoolers, and it's really, really, really funny and very clever.
Okay.
And I might be getting this confused with a different cartoon, but there's like twins who like one tells the future and one tells the past, or like one can like, I don't know, something like that. But like regardless, there's like one twin that's like super positive.
Talking about that Spielberg movie with Tom Cruise.
No, it was a cartoon. Oh,
You know what's
no.
it called? Minority Report.
Oh no. That's funny though. But anyway, there's like, you know, like one girl who like
Yeah.
tells the future, and she's like depressed, and she's like, 'cause there's nothing
Yeah.
to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I think
Well, I think
like life needs to
that's
be
the
full of
exciting part
surprises.
about life is that like you don't know where it's going, and it could literally go anywhere.
Yeah.
It can go downhill real quick if you want it to,
And
it
if
can
you
go
allow it
uphill.
to, yeah.
Yeah, it could stay stagnant if you don't feel like progressing, and it can
Yeah.
go. You could rock it up
Yeah.
if you're ready for it. And you're,
But yeah, we can probably wrap
Yeah.
up. But
Okay.
I
Yeah, we'll
know,
have to
it's
do
just sad
this
'cause I
again.
wanna keep talking.
I know. Well,
I wanna
we're
keep
have to do
talking.
this again because we could probably go on for another hour and a half.
you probably have like enough for like 3 podcast sessions
They usually,
right now.
I usually like, they usually last like 45 to an hour. So.
I mean, and you're gonna cut this down. Like it's,
maybe. I'll cut out the parts where we paused.
Yeah, please do. Wow.
But-
No, I just
Yeah.
appreciate like your mindset and kind of like who you are as a person.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
I'm glad
too.
that we're friends because we kind of connected very quickly.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
Yeah.
how I like. When I find someone that I like, and like we get it, like I know we're
like
no, no, that takes fucking forever. Fuck. Like if I find someone
yeah.
that like I can find that we connect on, like, and we like have the similar interests, and like because most of the friends I make now are on film sets, so it's like that's the base interest, but still like when you have like the same kind of like fucked up sense of humor and you know, like you're into the same kind of things, you like I connect with you real quick, and then it's like then you start like diving deep, and you're like, oh, you kind of think the same way too, and it's like, so it's really nice to like to find people, but it's also really hard and rare to find
I know
people that are on this level, man.
get on our level,
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Get on our vibration, dude.
Are you vibing with me right now? Yeah.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I really want to put a few other quotes. I just
That should have been funny. Too bad it's not.
I should have put it on
the
that.
wall.
There's so they know that I have like a letter board. What is that?
Yeah, I
like
think
a
so.
letter board, and I put a Kendrick Lamar lyric on it. Bitch, don't kill my vibe. I don't know. I figured I'm like, yeah, I should kill my own vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was like a lot of fun. I feel like there's so many topics that we
Yeah.
can talk about.
There was, and I had a few notes, but
Like
you
what?
know,
What?
we didn't get. We kind of touched on it a little bit. I said my note was things are what you make of it. And, you know, like that's one of the topics I wanted to talk about. And
That's
then
so true.
where's the other one? Everything happens for a reason.
Mm.
You know, I don't know. So
Yeah,
we'll have
that's a tough one.
yeah.
Yeah, because
We shouldn't get
people don't
started.
believe that. I know we should. Never mind. That's for next time. We
Yeah.
can, I mean, please.
You'll miss your movie,
Oh, yeah,
and then
I
your
know.
sister will stab you.
The Happy Time Murders
Yeah.
sounds. I mean,
Yeah.
it's exactly what
You
it
have a
is.
friend stabbing, everyone will hate you.
Right. Oh my gosh. Now this was a lot of fun.
I'm
I've
so
never
glad,
been on
yeah.
a podcast before. This is
Awesome.
my first.
This is my first podcast,
Yeah,
but
this is cool.
you're my first guest, and I couldn't have thought of a better guest to have as my first. There's a bunch of people I went on, but I'm like, I really like held off on other people because I'm like, I feel like you'd be so good to like. As
I
the first
really
guest.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
of
No,
course.
I that means a lot because I just like, you know, I love that we do this for a living, and I love that
Yeah.
we can jive very well, and you're such a great human being who just like understands, like you're just such a decent human being that I want to surround myself with people like you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I just watched that Max Joseph documentary, Dix, the director of that one, and I watched it again actually recently, and I thought of you because like it's hard to find good people who aren't dicks.
Yeah,
like
and-
good film people who aren't dicks.
And as like I go on more sets in LA, it's like I haven't been on a set where like the director is like a total dick, but like
That's good.
But like they're like that documentary says, it's they're dicks when they need to be.
Yeah.
Like the actor on this last one, he like wouldn't do. he like was really like not having it. Like he didn't really want to be there anymore. He didn't want to do it. So the director was like joking around, but he's like, because I want you to fucking do it, basically. But he's like kind of laughing through it.
Yeah.
But he's like, you could tell he's getting sick of it. And so, but he was.
It gets exhausting.
He was about to like blow up, and because the guy was really giving a hard time. But,
and we get that. We both know what that's like to be on a set when you're just like the lead or someone in the crew. It's just like.
Yeah, there's always someone that's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, and it's not about like if, it's definitely about when. Just in general in life, like
I mean, we know what happened on my film.
Yeah, and we know what happened on Sad Pants. Yeah, I feel like there's very few some film sets now that like nothing.
No, I think that's rare if nothing happens.
Yeah, but
we should. I don't want you to die.
I know.
I want to keep going. We could keep this going for another hour and a half. Like I said, another hour and a half.
Yeah.
We'll have to do another one.
We will.
Next time I'm here or next time
I'm
you
in
come
LA
out
or something.
to LA, yeah.
Whatever it is.
Or we'll do like one of those Skype call things,
Yeah, something. No, it'd be
record
great.
The phone call.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate
for
you, man.
allowing me to be the first guest.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm glad that we're friends.
Yeah, me too.
And we'll have to hang out really soon. And I do want to, while you're here, I want to see another. Go back to full circle of like I want to go to Alex and Jake's.
Yeah.
Stand-up
I'm not in town this weekend for too long, but
when are you leaving?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, so like.
Yeah, I start a new job, so yeah. But I might come back for the high holiday, so maybe
high holiday.
I can squeeze one in there.
The higher holidays than everyone
for the new
else.
year. Yeah.
Do it. Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah,
and then Yom Kippur.
I was about to be like, wait, is that the right religion?
I know.
Anyway, no. Have a wonderful rest of your stay here.
Thank you.
We'll hang out. We'll chill.
Yeah, of course.
And if you need anything, let me know.
I will. Thanks. Any plugs you want to plug? Any places you want people to check you out?
Sure.
Things?
Yeah. Just
go for it.
Facebook me, Instagram me, Ray J Banna, like the letter J, at Ray J Banna. YouTube, same thing. I post like a lot of things. I'm working on like a documentary thing. Just kind of follow me on Instagram. That's like a great way of following me and just seeing what I'm up to. I love what I do, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it full time with cool people. So I don't know what else is going on. I'm just trying to do a bunch of stuff. I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah.
It went from 0 to 1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so many things.
That's so awesome.
That I'm very fortunate to be a part of.
I'll link all your stuff below.
Yeah.
And Ray posts a lot of pictures, especially when he goes on trips. His trip pictures last forever.
Yeah, they do. I want to be a travel host or something.
That'd be great.
That'd be so much fun.
And then you guys know where to find me on Instagram at Harrison Burger, Twitter Harrison C Burger.
Oh, Twitter too. Yeah. I don't tweet.
I don't either, but I still have it.
But my Instagram is connected to my Twitter.
Yeah, mine too.
So it connects. So whatever. Yeah, no, it's Also, my website's down.
Yeah, I gotta update mine.
I'm trying to get an agent, by the way. The same people who did Sad Pants. I'm trying to get into their acting agency. So I need to update my website, which don't really have one. Even my business doesn't have the new one. It's down. Yeah. Gotta update more things.
Yeah, gotta do that.
We'll keep you updated.
Make sure you to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube, on iTunes,
SoundCloud.
No, not anymore. Like I don't want to pay for it. They make you pay for it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, after a certain amount of gigabytes, you have to pay for it. So I'm not on SoundCloud anymore. But you can find me on Google Play, Stitcher, Anchor, Chatbox or Castbox. Really, and sound on.
I don't know what any.
Yeah, these are our podcast places. You can find me on Spotify, anywhere anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find me, and they're always updating more because I post to this place that posts everywhere.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so make sure to share it with your friends, your family, anyone who caught anything worthwhile from this. You can share it with them, and remember, don't rage open your doors on Ray's car.
Please don't. Yeah. Please don't. Just without even like a reflex. Just open my door. Boom.
Yeah. Just
don't do that.
Just love everybody. All right.
Just love.
Just love.
What a great period. Yeah. What a great end.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on, Ray.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Harrison.
it.
Appreciate you.
All right. Cut.